The Not So Great Outdoors contains stories of a graphic nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
The outdoors are great.
Except when they're not. Welcome to the Not So Great Outdoors. We're your guides. I'm Pip.
I'm Seb. I'm Danielle.
I'm Josh.
And this week we have guests!
Woohoo! Who we may or may not have guilted into coming here.
That was me.
So, would our guests like to introduce themselves to the world?
Hello, I'm Danielle. I also go by Dragon, so maybe I'm a cryptid. Who knows? I'm visiting. Piff here. I play games with her husband, and I love Piff. I always threaten to steal her away from her husband, so...
That is true.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
And I'm Josh. I know Piff too. And again, I think I was guilted into this. I was supposed to do an episode with them. So here we are. I do a lot of ghost investigations, so I thought, hey, this would be kind of neat to do. So
It'll be fun. I'm excited. I'm really mad I didn't wear my shirt.
We have the super fun Bourbon State Paranormal shirts and the little ghost glows in the dark.
at least it's supposed to.
It's supposed to.
I cannot get it to do that
We
yet.
have not yet experienced the glowing ghost. But before we tell our guests how to play Cryptid Roulette, we are going to do a Jello shot because this episode is going to be chaotic. And if you don't want that, maybe this isn't for
Skip
you.
to the next one. Yeah.
Cheers!
Cheers!
You're not too deep.
I'm
Nope.
struggling.
I got Jello in my pants.
All right.
All right, so we're going to play another round of Cryptid Roulette because why not? And it'll be fun. So for our guests who have never played Cryptid Roulette before, I have a random state generator on my phone. It's just a random playlist.
Sorry.
Josh is regretting not having an adult pour of wine. We can pause and we can get more
I
wine.
took the child
Because that's
one.
very... I told you! It's very important that you be properly
Hydrated.
for this.
If you would like to hydrate along with us.
For it. Shall we go around and talk about what we're all enjoying? What we're
drinking.
partaking in?
Yeah.
Should I start or should we start with Josh?
It's red wine. I have no idea.
Red wine. Piff,
He
tell
is
us about the wine.
drinking the 19 Crimes Banished Red Blend.
That.
That's the one I didn't like, isn't it?
You don't like most red
I don't. I want to, but I don't.
I am for once drinking a white. I'm drinking a Relax Riesling.
Me too.
Because yesterday I was mad and I bought it.
You were mad.
I had a bad day at work.
You did.
And then
Wait,
she
no,
was
we were
sent to
gonna
the
cheers.
store and came back with that.
Ooh, that was a good one.
I did feel a little bad that you had to open a whole bottle just for...
She'll drink it.
I
It's
will
fine.
drink
Oh,
it. Don't
okay.
you
It's fine.
Don't
That
you
is-
worry.
I was like, she's opening it. I was like, okay, I should have picked something else.
I opened
No,
the
I
Riesling.
offered it because I was like, if anything you picked, like, if it
She's
wasn't
gonna
open,
drink.
I would finish.
Yeah. Yeah. No problem.
And then I just picked this out of the cooler. Vizzy Hard Seltzer Raspberry Tangerine. It's good.
Ooh.
I like it.
It sounds refreshing. I wish I liked hard seltzers, but I don't. I'm very picky
Yeah.
I'm
about alcohol. Out of all things.
I wanted some high noon. I wanted
You're
the...
like, dang
the
it.
mom drink.
I wanted it to be the mom drink.
he
That's what he
wanted
said. It was
vodka.
downstairs.
Well, his mom had it, but like she'll see something and be like, sure, why not? And
That's what I do.
that's what I do. Yeah, I'm like, this
We
looks
were.
good.
I was at the liquor store like at the beginning of December because I'm like, okay, the holidays are coming. We need to stock up now so we
Yeah.
don't have to go back to a liquor store. And I was like, do you think we should get like a festive beer to take to the like holiday stuff? And Jeremiah's like, yeah, we should. And so
Didn't you get West 6th?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
not good.
No, I was like, there's like
No.
3 cans left in the fridge.
Like we only bought 6.
Oh. Yikes.
Yeah,
Womp womp.
it was not good.
Mm.
It was kind of like if the scent of Christmas just punched you right in the mouth.
Gross. Like clove?
Yeah.
Cinnamon?
Yeah.
Ew.
All of
No.
the scent of Christmas just right in the mouth.
Just
Pine,
punched you in
like
the face.
tiny, like even. Did it have like the tree, like
No,
Christmas
mostly
tree,
like
pine?
the spices.
Okay.
The spices,
It's like
yeah.
if
That
they
would be
managed
the
to get
best
pine
Christmas
into
ever.
that would
Santa
beer.
just
That'd be
punch you in
impressive,
the
even if it
fucking
didn't
crest.
taste good.
Right?
Like, I'd be impressed.
I don't like most beer. I'm very
either.
picky
You don't like most
about
beer. You don't
alcohol.
like most
Is this what you
wine.
drank? This is
Same.
it.
This is even a new. So I'm drinking the Relax Riesling as well, and that's new for me because usually when it's wine, it's Moscato for me. adventurous I got was a white Zinfandel, which is pink, and it's basically Moscato. It's not really.
Drier.
It's a little drier. I didn't really like that even. I like Moscato, but then it's starting to get too sweet. And so my sister-in-law, shout out to Nicole, recommended the Relax Riesling, and I had it and I liked it. So here we are.
You also like the Witching Hour sweet red blend?
I do.
But
That's
only
the only
like
red.
half a glass.
Yeah. Yeah, like a tiny baby pour.
See, I'm the same
Right
though.
here.
Like,
Pour. There you go. I mean, that's more than I drink, honestly, probably.
I'm the same though. I don't really drink beer or wine. I will on occasion.
Right.
My favorite's
I like
just like
cocktails.
liquors.
Yeah. I like cocktails. I'm a
Yeah.
cocktail person.
Same.
I love a good frozen margarita. I love like a good fruity. Love it.
I love soda and alcohol too. Like
Yes.
Coke with anything, Sprite with anything.
My
like,
favorite
We have so much
go-to.
soda.
Yeah.
We also have cranberry juice.
Yeah.
If we all want to get
Love a
like
good
trashed
vodka
after
Let's
this,
do it.
you
Yo.
live nearby. You're staying here. You're
I
welcome
have a
to stay
ride.
here,
Your husband
so.
has already said that he. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I think Nova just body slammed into the door. Anyway, Nova's Pip's dog. In case we've never said her name on.
The dogs have both been on Instagram, so if you
I
don't
mean,
follow
they
us on
have,
Instagram,
yeah.
That's your fault.
That's your own fault for not knowing who they are. I forgot what I was gonna say.
We all have rides home.
Oh,
Or
we all have
are
rides
staying
home.
here.
So we can
Yeah.
get smashed.
I got
We
on
can-
Discord
we
on
can.
the way here and talked to some friends, and we were talking about drinks actually, and they were like, "What can we make at home?" And I was like, "You have to make lilies."
Yes.
I love the oak lily.
Yes,
Like,
I do too.
It's amazing.
Josh,
I
did we just become best friends?
think so.
Yes.
Wait, what's
I love
what's
the oak
a-
lily.
oak
Okay, so
lily?
you know
It's a
the mint
Kentucky
julep.
thing.
Yes.
So the mint julep is
Yeah.
to the derby,
Yeah.
They have a
as
slushy
the
version,
lily
too.
is to oaks, which is the race before
Oh,
derby when the
okay.
female horses race.
How do you make it?
Oh, I
Would you
cannot
like to
remember.
explain-
I
Oh,
have
I
done this.
can.
Go ahead.
Okay,
I have
here
done
we
this
go.
once.
Here we
My
go.
bartender friend came over and did it, but I cannot.
I can remember most
Blackberries. Gotta
of
have
it. You
the
do have blackberries.
there.
I can remember most of it. So it's basically, and I hate saying it like this, but the best way to like get it across is it's a dressed up vodka cran.
Okay.
It's a dressed up vodka
I
cran.
mean, fair.
So
okay.
it's vodka, and it used to be Grey Goose, and now it's Finlandia.
I still do Grey Goose.
Right.
It's gotta be Grey Goose.
So the first one I ever had was Grey Goose, and now and it's because Woodford bourbon
Oh, okay.
is the bourbon of the Derby, and so Grey Goose was the vodka of oaks.
Okay.
And now they've changed it to Finlandia, which honestly, I mean, Finlandia is fine too, but I still do Grey Goose too. But so you do vodka, cranberry. I've had a couple different fruits, but the blackberry is always a staple, and they're not really muddled, but it's kind of like you get a little bit of the juice in there, but it's not like smashed.
Okay.
And then I've had orange in mine too, but I didn't really care for the orange. And yeah, basically, and then it's the good ice, like the crushed up, like nuggety ice is like,
like
the
the work
best to
ice.
have, like the like the really good
We
ice.
get
So-
the good ice at work.
Yeah, you do. I don't. In my office,
You guys don't have the good ice?
no.
You should just come work at my
We don't. I
office.
should. Oh, fun fact: Josh and Pip work in the same office. The three of us work for the same company. I work in a different office building, which sucks.
His cube is literally next
Cube
to
is
mine
right next to
now.
mine.
He moved today.
It just happened
into
today.
the cube
Yeah.
next to mine.
That's exciting. I didn't know if he had always been. Also, Josh watched me steal Pip's laptop and didn't say anything. First of all, so
well,
she was
I did
like,
not
hey.
know who you were at the time either.
And we had met though, hadn't we, or no?
You meant
I don't
The
think
food truck
so,
thing was
yeah.
after that. Right. Okay. After hours. So I was like, well, there's not likely going to be anybody there if there is not very many. I was like, well, okay, I'll just
Because
walk
someone
in.
doesn't have a good work-life balance.
Pip has the best work-life balance that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like work.
I'm probably between
it's
the
just
two of you.
Life part.
Life.
There's no word
There
part.
is no word. Just life.
But the whole story is,
The whole story is I had to go back twice, and Josh still didn't say anything to me.
I didn't say anything to you.
To me.
I said something to Tiffany.
You're like, somebody was stealing
I was
your
like,
cube.
Your laptop's gone. Okay, I didn't stop him.
I didn't stop.
But
I
I'm
did
just letting
stop
you
it.
know
It's like
that
when someone
it's completely
shoplifts
gone.
a store, they're not allowed to stop them. They're like, I just watched it happen. But yeah, they shoved like
Look,
2 pairs
they
of
had a
shoes
background
and,
check
like-
when they started. They have a green lanyard. I'm not stopping them.
I don't know. They work here. I don't know. Yep.
So what are we here to do?
We're here to do Cryptid Roulette. And we're also here to refill Josh's
I've
wine.
ran out of wine.
Ran out of
All
wine.
right. Should we
Travesty.
do a quick break and you
Quick
go
break.
get more wine?
Yes.
Yes.
Go get more wine.
Pause.
Okay. Okay.
All right, everybody.
All right,
Cheers.
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 and-
Yay. I hope I wasn't blocking your face.
It'll
It'll be fine. It'll be
I was
fine.
trying to block Tiffany's.
And that was the. This is the Josh and Sab show now. I hate to tell you.
I bring all these people together and they kick me out of my own podcast.
We're here for the first 2 minutes after editing, and then we just disappear.
Nice.
That was a lot. That one was extra.
Ooh. Woo! All right.
A liquor pocket?
Sometimes it doesn't
you
get
make Jello
blended all the
shots,
way,
If
and you have to mix it really
as
well.
you're doing it.
Yeah, and
I've never made these. So.
And I'm gonna tell you 100%. I made these way later than I should have. I couldn't find the goddamn cups, and by the time, and I didn't have enough cups. So at some point, I was just like, fuck it.
just
you
get some more, and you get some more.
This is strong.
Who made that?
I did.
Did it to yourself. Nice.
Yeah,
But Mama
All
didn't
right.
raise no quitter, so.
Yeah.
Oh boy, one of my friends, we went over. It was before her wedding, and she was like, "We're gonna make some Jello shots." And so I watched her. I've never made it myself. I wasn't thinking. I was just watching her. I was like, "Oh, this is cool." Okay. We get to the end. She's like, "I forgot the alcohol."
She just made jello.
Yeah. I'm like,
Oh.
well, let's start over.
Well, all right. Oops.
Before we start, should I tell the people the perfect Jello shot recipe?
Yes.
Okay, so this is
Then
how
it's
you
documented for all time.
This is how you make your Jello shots good, but not too strong, so that you still want to eat them, and they'll get you tipsy, and they'll get you a little effed up, but
and they don't taste like cough syrup.
they don't taste like straight rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
So you make your...
Wait, Emma. I'm serious. You're listening to this. I'll be
Emma.
so mad, Emma. Okay. Anyway, I know we're all Emma. Stop. Okay.
Okay, so take your Jello packet, put it in a bowl, boil some water, 1 cup of boiled water, mix it up till it dissolves. Then you do a 1/2 cup of spray and a 1/2 cup of your preferred vodka. I like Absolute vodka, do what you want. That is your mixture. Mix it up, put it in your little cups. Do little cups, make sure they have a lid so that you can stack them more easily in your fridge. It takes about 2 days for them to solidify. Plan accordingly and have fun.
Yes.
Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly.
That too.
Yeah. Honestly, I really should be saying Layla. Because she's 16.
All right.
But
Should
she
we
doesn't
all-
know
Layla.
about the podcast.
All
Layla,
ready?
Emma,
1, 2,
I'm watching
3.
you.
Layla, all of you.
What are we here for?
We are
I
here.
have no idea.
I don't know.
I
was
just know I'm
told
drinking.
To be here. Yeah, we're having a good time. The fans know it, and I'm going to explain it to you guys. We're going to play a little game that I came up with, because I was panicking and I didn't know what to do for an episode, to be completely honest. But we call it Cryptid Roulette. Which what?
Happened again tonight.
It did happen again tonight. It did. Full transparency. We're all about being open and honest here. But yeah. So we're gonna play Cryptid Roulette. So what happens is I have this little wheel, has all the states on it, and I'll spin it and it'll give us a random wheel and a random state. Listen, I have had multiple Jello shots. Okay. She's like, I'm just saying, I'm making a good Jello shot. It'll give us a state. And then we'll take some time. I don't know. We'll probably set a minute timer. I don't know. Something. Mm-hmm. Don't worry. You guys at home won't have to listen to the full minute of us trying to find it unless it's really funny. And then we try to find the most ridiculous cryptid that we can find.
I'm going to guess it's going to be Virginia.
Okay.
So
It might be.
start.
Who knows? I don't know. We've got all the states, so who knows? But we'll set a timer. I don't know. Or we'll search Jello Hearts Content to find the most ridiculous. So not the most notable. So if it does land on West Virginia and you say Mothman, I'd be like, that's a good one. However, I want to know the weird ones that no one talks about.
If you find Mothman and you want to convince us it's the silliest by
Do it.
talking about the craze and people in love with Mothman,
Yes.
you do that.
But don't go too in depth because that's on my docket. All right. So don't steal my
to
thunder
actually
too
cover
much.
Mothman.
Now if we get West Virginia, I'm just gonna spin again and be like,
Would
no.
Slender Man be part of this?
Mm-mm.
I mean,
I love Slender Man. What are you talking about?
my gosh, Josh! No!
All right, is that what state would that be? All the states? Right here, maybe
Everywhere.
outside the door?
Shut up! Shut up! We're not best friends anymore.
just move or.
Why did we bring these
fun
people
fact,
here?
we have an episode on Slender Man.
Oh,
We
yes.
have 3. No, wait.
I'll watch that one, maybe.
We have 2. We've got one on Slender Man as we know it, and then one on Der Grossmann. And I will never forget that this is the German version of Slender Man.
Technically, that episode is on the Black Forest, and Der Grossmann is just one of the
One of
creatures
the
that
many
lives in
things
it.
that lives there. Ugh. Yeah, I
just-
hate Slender Man.
So that's the next place you're visiting?
Ooh,
Did I
you'll
still
go to
want it?
Germany.
We can go to Germany. That's fine. My husband is German. If I say no to that, he'll probably divorce me.
Can we go to the Black Forest in Germany?
In the
Yes.
daytime, sure.
What about night?
I know I need to put these little things because, like, we'd get there and it'd be like 7 o'clock at night, and you'd be like, "All right, we're gonna go to the Black Forest now." You didn't say we couldn't go at night, like
I've actually arranged a whole nighttime tour
a
for
whole
us.
tour, and I'll just sit there and scream the whole time.
If you look to your right, you'll see. No, I don't want to see it.
And if you look to your left, you'll see Savannah panicking.
In a fetal position somewhere, crawling into a trash can, because surely to God that's safer than out here. Like, no, thank you. Or you'll see her climbing up into a tree because he can't get me if he can't see me. No, I will go into a full psychosis. I swear to God. No, thank you.
All right, our first date.
Anyway,
is...
no, okay, all right.
Okay, go ahead.
So yes, okay. Get your search engines up and
ready.
ready.
Get your engines
Get ready.
They're warming up.
They're warming up. All right.
It's like when you're like playing a racing game and you're like revving your engine.
Yep. All right. Hold
Except
on.
it's
We're
my thumb.
spinning.
Okay.
Spinning, and it is. If it says West Virginia, I swear. Oregon.
Okay, I have a fat bear.
I have a ball-tailed cat.
Dark Horse.
That's
It's
unique,
the
isn't
home
it?
state of Dark Horse.
So the gumbaroo is said to look like a fat bear in shape, but completely hairless, except for its prominent eyebrows and bristly hairs on its chin.
Eyebrows and
Whoa.
chin.
Not a full beard, just
A goatee. A goatee.
a bit like
Just
Bushy eyebrows
like a
and like
prepubescent goatee.
little scruff.
Yeah, just eyebrows,
What's it
completely
called?
hairless.
What's it called?
The gumbaroo.
Gumbaroo. Okay. The ball-tailed cat, sometimes erroneously called dingball,
Oh boy, that's pretty good.
Okay, I like that.
it is a fearsome critter from North American legend. It is said to once have lived. Wait, that says lined, but it's definitely supposed to say lived. In a much more wilder circulation. Wow, this is horrible grammar. Than at present day. But now the ball-tailed cat is confined to Harney County, Oregon, and Sullivan County, Pennsylvania. That's a twofer there.
What was it? Ding ball or something?
The ball-tailed cat, also known as the ding ball, and we have a photo. One moment.
It
A
just
sketch.
reminds me of Dingleberries the whole time.
Yeah,
That's all
right?
I'm thinking of this whole
Right?
time.
It's weird. The ding ball.
Good.
Okay.
Or the
I
ball-haired
have-
cat. Ball-tailed
this
cat.
strange drawing.
Ugh. I don't like
That's-
that.
I don't really know what's happening
What
in it.
is that?
I don't know.
I think the gumbaroo has been also sucked into a tree and is
Oh.
doing its best to get out.
I have the
Okay.
colossal claw.
I just saw that. I was like, why
Yeah.
does every state have their own version of Nessie?
Yeah, it's
We've ran into this so many times. Like, it's so weird.
the funny part. Colossal Claude, also known as Marvin the Monster. So we're liking the alliterations here.
I do love
I do
alliteration.
love a good
Yeah.
alliteration.
15 to 40 feet long with an 8-foot long neck. So he's a long boy.
Long boy. Long boy.
The head of an overgrown horse. 4-foot waist. So he's long and thick, which is ladies.
Ladies. Or gentlemen. I mean,
True.
whatever.
Whatever.
Girls, gays, and
Whatever.
theys.
Girls, gays, and theys. It's fine. Alright.
But yeah, and the only explanation is thought to have been a jellyfish, whale, or a surviving plesiosaur.
Plesiosaur?
Please, yeah, that one.
There we
That
go.
was- Yep.
Okay, but can we talk about the difference between jellyfish
And a
plesiosaur? We've got little thing and we got great big.
Yeah. One has bones.
Although I
one
guess
does
like
not.
the man o' war like jellyfish can be massive. So
Those things are
Right?
terrifying.
No, thank you. Piff's like, take me to the middle of the ocean,
I love
please.
the
And
ocean.
I'm like, I will have a panic
On my
attack.
last-
the ocean's great.
My
but-
last day in South Africa, I was shark monitoring, and I saw the biggest ray I have ever seen. It was like 4 meters wide. I was like, is that real?
Am I hallucinating?
I was a little hungover, so I might be exaggerating a little bit, but it was huge.
Yeah.
Fair.
Another fun fact about a fear that Sav has is water I can't see through. And Piff got to witness me having full-on panic moments on our beach vacation with my family this year.
You did really
went
good
to Sanibel, right? I went into the water. I'm very proud of myself. So Slender Man in the ocean. Or water I can't see through. I won't do lakes or ponds. I've released one too many alligator snapping turtle myself,
okay.
so...
I was going to say that's pretty safe.
Yeah.
The ocean's a little different story.
Yeah.
Everything can eat you pretty much.
Yeah.
See, like, I'm terrified of the ocean, but it's also fascinating and amazing, and I love it. It's the same with space.
Yeah.
Like, they're absolutely terrifying to me, but I love them.
Yeah. We know more about space than we do the ocean.
Yes.
Which is weird. You're like, I love it. I love it.
I love learning about them, and I'll be like, okay, that's scary, but tell me more.
Alright, what cryptid do you have?
Yes.
Let's see here. A resident of Roseburg,
Wait,
Oregon.
what's the name?
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
I'm just reading
He's
this,
like,
okay?
hold on.
Dramatic build-up.
Okay.
Let's
It's
do
dramatic build-up. I'm doing it right here. Okay. Roseburg, Oregon. You got something to say?
Any other
Okay.
commentary you'd like to add, Pip?
Describes a bizarre encounter with a huge deer buck standing in the road at night, seemingly feeding on a mastiff-sized raccoon carcass. They also mentioned the weird activity in the area.
What?
That shut everybody up.
Mastiff? Mastiff? Like dog?
Massive.
Like the dog? Or massive?
It says mastiff.
Okay, so a dog. Like a mastiff size what?
Mastiff.
Oh, mastiff-sized
Sized
raccoon.
Raccoon.
Yeah.
That alone would be terrifying.
Also, also there's like a giant deer
Eating.
eating a giant raccoon.
But
They-
like,
Are they
which one
even-
am I supposed to be scared of?
Yeah,
They're
I
not
don't
a
know.
meat eaters, right?
both.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
not
but a
at
deer
all.
will fuck you up. Fun fact.
They will.
The only animal that's ever killed somebody in Yosemite National Park is a deer. Don't fuck with deer.
No.
Okay, I think you might have misunderstood the assignment because that was scary.
Hey, I put in cryptids.
It's a cryptid.
I mean,
It says real
works.
cryptids.
yeah,
it is
it was.
I didn't say
Okay.
it wasn't a cryptid. I just said it wasn't silly.
I
It
put
doesn't
weird
have to
in.
be silly. I just said the most ridiculous.
Okay.
So I mean that's
that
pretty
is-
ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's-
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, so are we
All
gonna?
right.
We should now vote and then.
She did not say silly. She said
I
it
did- I said
early, way
ridiculous.
early, but she did not
I
say.
did, but like it doesn't have to be.
Okay, so should we vote on which cryptid is the most ridiculous, and then everybody who doesn't win has to drink?
Okay.
Well, I can't remember any one of you.
Okay, so
I just remember I have a deer.
I did the
that eats
the
things.
what? The
Dingleberry.
dingle yeah, we kept thinking dingleberry. Hold on. I'll go find it
Dingleberries.
again.
I'm going with that one.
I have,
Yeah.
I have the
the-
hairless bear with just eyebrows and a goatee.
Yeah. Okay,
Ding
I
ball.
had the ball-tailed cat, aka the ding ball.
Yeah, dingleberries.
Dingleberries.
That's mine. I'm voting
Okay,
for that.
I had the big long
Claude,
snake.
colossal Claude.
I want to vote for Claude specifically because of the joke you made.
Yes, he
Thank
long
you.
boy. Yes. All right, who are you voting for?
Claude. That's what I
Claude.
just said.
Okay, and we already have
I'd
Josh's
probably have to
vote.
go for a dingball.
Ding ball.
Yeah.
I'm voting ding ball. So woohoo!
All right,
Nice.
the rest of us,
There you go.
cheers.
Okay,
Cheers.
here it is.
All right.
On to the next. Are you okay?
Ooh, that's very strong.
Yeah.
You made it.
All right. So our next state is
Okay.
Rhode Island.
The Gloucester, the ghoul that's named after, I'm assuming, like a city in Rhode Island. But it looks like that.
Oh God.
Oh, my
Ooh.
Lanta.
All right.
I have-
Rhode Island doesn't have much going on.
Okay, I have Sea Monster of Teddy's Beach.
Ooh. Sorry, I just saw a picture. Anyway.
Also, the heading of this is That Time Fall River came to Portsmouth and got attacked by a sea monster.
Oh, sea monster of Teddy's Beach. I
There you
just came across it.
Okay, this guy's actually pretty cool. He's kind of weird looking, but breathes fire. As big as a cow with bat wings.
Ooh.
Feet were like a duck, and body covered in scales, and the head had lights shining like a lantern.
I just can't get over the duck feet. Duck feet. Like
That's
the
what I was
scariest
wrong.
thing, and then cute little web duck feet.
Yeah.
I picture them being like yellow, you know, like this black
And,
thing,
then,
and then little
when he
yellow
walks, he
web
makes that,
feet.
that
The
little
slap sound.
sound. Just imagine, okay, wait, would that be the funniest or scariest thing ever? If you're like walking along in the woods at one night and you hear what you're accustomed to attributing to a cute little duck, but it's massive. It's not like
big
it's like,
thing.
flop, flop, flop.
That would be scary. That would be scary.
I found the Czechoslovakian dong wrangler.
What?
How'd you get to check? Come again.
What?
I don't know. First reported in the early 1930s by a couple visiting the town of Schneiderhof in the country then known as Czechoslovakia. I put in whatever state we
Rhode
was in. I
Island?
can't even remember what state. But the Czechoslovakian dong wrangler is a creature locally well known for its ability to wrangle multiple dongs at will.
Does dog mean something different?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
See, I've known a few people that would call themselves dong wranglers, but I do not think we're talking about the same thing.
there have been over 60 reported incidents.
Would it actually happen in Rhode Island?
Just saying, I put Rhode Island.
Okay, I have
It's just the Rhode Island Nessie, basically.
the Block Ness monster.
No,
No?
the sea monster at Teddy's Beach.
Oh,
I think
okay.
we need
We
to
have
do this
two.
again one day on countries.
on countries.
Instead of states.
We
do a
should.
country.
Because
Oh,
like
that would be
Japanese hairy
fun.
fish.
There's some
Yes.
Okay,
there's
I
some
mean-
wild stuff in Asia.
Yeah, we
We're
should.
gonna find a
Giant stories.
country just circle.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be really fun.
And if I had to, I could just make one.
That would.
It would take a while, but like
Oh,
I
that'd be
could
cool, like a real wheel right here.
300
Yeah.
countries.
This beast.
like hear it spin. So I found the Block Ness monster, which I'm
Okay.
assuming is different than the sea monster at Teddy's Beach. It says in 1996, fishermen aboard the Mad Monk pulled their net from the water off the shores of Block Island, 14 miles from the coast of Rhode Island, according to a story by the Associated Press, which is a big like journalism like thing. Along with the net came a 14-foot skeleton of what looked like a serpent.
Oh.
Yeah, and this picture is wild.
Oh.
Nice.
Anyway, when they arrived at the dock, the fishermen sat the bones out for display at the Point Judith Ferry. New York State Park biologist Lee Scott came to the island to inspect the skeleton. According to the article, Scott remembered saying, "What the heck is this?" Okay, so a biologist was like, "What?" Although at the time shark specialists were certain the remains were of a basking shark, no one can be certain what type of creature.
Basking sharks are wild.
Okay. Shortly after it was found, so people stole the remains.
Classic.
Of course.
To preserve the monster's short legacy.
Okay.
Okay.
But, I mean, would this be consistent with what you would expect to find for a basking shark skull? I don't know what basking sharks are. I don't even know what they look like.
Have you ever seen those sharks that have the giant ass mouths?
Oh,
that
yeah.
don't- That's a basking shark.
But this
They're
doesn't seem like it would... I
No.
mean, unless it's pieces, but there's no way. Like, that's skull
It could be
shaped.
the spine, though.
Yeah.
Those things are so. Their mouths look like black holes.
Yeah.
Like this?
Terrifying.
Yes.
Mm-mm. That goes right along with my fear.
They eat plankton. You're fine.
It doesn't mean I couldn't
That
get
literally
lost
could
in there.
eat
It
you
doesn't.
whole,
It
though.
doesn't mean I couldn't
Look,
get
you
swallowed.
could fit in that
Just
thing.
because it
Yeah.
wants to eat plankton doesn't mean like it could also eat me.
Yeah.
It's a big old mouth right
Okay.
there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm done with Rhode Island. This
I
is
am
boring.
too. Rhode
Alright.
Island was not
All
great.
right. Pass. All right.
Do we
Sorry,
still want to
Rhode Island.
vote?
Czechoslovakian dog.
I vote. Yeah.
I vote
I
for
vote that.
I vote for the not Rhode Island one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhode Island doesn't have a lot going on. Spinning, spinning, spinning. You have got to be kidding me.
West Virginia.
West Virginia. We're doing it.
West Virginia.
Mothman is off limits.
Mountain Mama.
Take me home.
Country roads.
I have the Vegetable Man.
What? I love it.
The Vegetable Man was said to be very tall, arguably over 7 feet, thin with a semi-human shaped. It also appeared to be partially plant-based and possessed large ears with striking eyes. Its arms were thin and gave the impression of reeds by a river bank. But my favorite part is the following sentence. On the ends of its long fingers were suction cups, which had thorns protruding from them.
It wouldn't be very suctiony then if someone was
Right?
sticking out of it.
But I guess you could, like, stab, and then you're stuck to them with your stab in them.
Yeah. Weird.
See, I
don't know. That was my favorite part.
That,
Yeah.
The Grinning Man is his name comes from his
The Grinning
tendency
Man?
to smile,
Grinning Man.
smiling, to smile at those who encounter him. Which, on my first thing
very
is like,
creepy.
it's like, oh yeah, anyone that's overly friendly is like, hi, how are you today? You're like,
Hi,
no,
you're like,
I don't
Yeah.
The
know.
entire Midwest.
But no,
Yes.
reported to be human-like in appearance, commonly associated with UFO activity. Believed possibly he's connected to the Men in Black.
Love it.
Over
Yes.
6 feet tall, wearing a reflective green suit with a black belt. Described as not
Hold on.
having any nose, ears, or hair.
When you say reflective green suit, are we imagining like a 3-piece suit that also, when light hits it, goes like BAM?
I was legitimately thinking like the Riddler from like the old
Yes.
Batman movies, like that type
Yes.
of like green reflective.
It's like almost gross looking green. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Okay.
in your face green. When she was like 6 foot tall, I thought 7 foot frame, right so long as
When he calls your name.
Yeah, still have never seen it.
We're going to watch it on Monday. Do you want to come over?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm off work, so sure. I mean, you are too.
Movie day.
Movie day. Because I really should clean my house, but who wants to do that?
Instead, you could come to a movie day.
Josh, you want to come to a movie day? We're going to watch Encanto.
We'll probably also
That's
eat snacks
probably
and
a good
drink.
movie.
And eat
honestly.
snacks.
I mean,
You want to come? Come on.
Have you
I'm
seen it?
inviting
Have you
him
seen
to
it?
the
I've
movie.
seen it
Is that
like
okay?
12
I've
to
not
25
seen it.
times.
I have not
I
seen
mean,
it.
Yeah, you won't
Watch
be
it like
alone.
every other day.
I'm a sucker for Disney movies. So.
Yes! Okay, we can be best friends again.
Even
I'm
though
sure
he
I can
insulted
change that
you.
again
I'm
during
sure
this
I can.
conversation.
But I mean, I feel like best friends have to be able to change.
Yeah, that's true.
Piff and I argue all the time.
Do we?
No. No. She's like, that was
so
She
surprising.
was. No, she buys me wine, and every episode, I have a present. Every episode.
Every episode.
Almost
just
every
often.
episode. Literally in the kitchen. She was like, oh, if you open and look in the door of the refrigerator, there's going to be something in there. You're going to be happy it's there. And it was the bottle of wine. And
I mean,
I need to start coming with
In
this.
my defense, that wasn't really a gift. I bought that yesterday because I just wanted
It was
and I
a
knew
rage
you would
purchase.
be happy about it.
I can't find anything that's not Mothman, probably because I've spent too much time searching Mothman to
I
prep
found-
for eventually doing.
The Flatwoods
story.
Monster.
Oh.
Okay.
But
thought you were gonna
it's
say
a
flat
very
foot.
long story that
The
doesn't
only
really
Flatwoods I
recap
know
at
is in
all.
Kentucky.
Oh.
So, but
Eh,
I'll show you a picture here. Let's see. This thing?
I'm scared. Does it look like Slender Man at all? I'm scared.
Yeah, a little bit. But with
Wait,
like a bigger
but like a
head.
dress.
It's kind
What
of
is-
like...
It almost looks like a Dalek.
Oh, I was thinking it
Yeah.
looks like a nun Slender
does.
Man. It has like the
A,
big...
a habit and
If you put Slenderman in a habit, you get that.
you get that.
It's pretty cute. I mean,
It's pretty cute.
I'd hang out with it.
If anybody makes cryptid plushies and wants to make
Oh my
Josh
gosh,
a
yes.
Flatwoods monster,
This one. Right here.
That-
Okay.
we'll put a picture up
Oh,
on
I
the
found
screen for
one.
YouTube.
I found one.
Okay.
Sheep squatch.
Sasquatch, but a sheep?
Sasquatch with a ram's head. What did you just drop?
Okay,
Oh.
the
That's fine.
shadows on that made it
Hold
look
on.
like it was wearing a Speedo.
You got it?
It does.
And I-
yeah, it really
It was
does.
I had questions.
So this cryptid is tied to Point Pleasant and Charleston, West Virginia. Various sightings across the region in the mid-1990s. Listen, a lot of this happened in the 90s. What happened?
It was the 90s.
What were we all collectively on in
Only
the
90s kids remember, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, it wasn't a good time.
wasn't.
It was also the time where we didn't have really good cameras in our pocket. So no one
Yeah,
has any
that's
real
true. No one
evidence
has
of actually
good
what happened. They were
pictures.
just
Yes.
smoking weed all the time or
Yeah.
something. I don't
Have
know.
y'all seen like the Bigfoot video?
Like the
The
Bigfoot video?
Bigfoot video.
I've
we
seen
will watch
clips
it
of
after
it.
this.
The
I've seen
ones that are
clips.
terrible?
No,
Like,
like
footage-wise?
the most famous
Oh, okay.
one.
Like the like
No.
The one where
Walk-
it's the Bigfoot is walking and turns and looks at the camera and has breasts, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, that's a female Bigfoot."
no.
I've
Oh,
not.
no.
have
I'm
not.
intrigued now.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk
You said
about
the
it.
word breast.
I legitimately
said
was like, I'm
breast.
done for breast.
I'm like, okay. Okay, so we've all seen the picture.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, you need to close
He's
your
pretty buff.
right? It's kind of creepy. So
No,
it says sightings
worse
report
than-
that the creature has a
Okay.
dog-like head, but with goat or ram-like horns and sharp teeth and claws. The sheep squatch's initial sightings state it ran from people. but it seems to have become more aggressive over time. Given the
That's not
locations,
good.
right?
He's been doing his
Given the
push-ups.
locations of sightings, there is speculation it is from the TNT area, like the Mothman. Perhaps related to the sheep squatch are white things or devil dogs. Which
that's
that was
thing
the
that
thing
we
you saw.
Yeah.
It says these creatures are said to inhabit isolated wooded areas of Appalachia, and while usually have a dog-like appearance, have been said to resemble bears as well. They always have long, shaggy white fur or hair, and are said to move quickly and aggressively towards other animals and people,
Wait.
while making terrifying noises. So this is the
Is there
devil
more
dog.
than one?
So
You said
there's
they are always white or something like that?
The
well, yeah,
dogs.
the
Yeah,
dogs.
oh my god.
There's a pack.
There's a pack.
He goes, oh my god. and
Also,
then
I
drinks.
feel like there's more than one Sasquatch. I feel like there's more than one Puckwudgie. Like, I feel like Puckwudgies are my favorite cryptid, just in case y'all didn't know that.
Why?
I don't know. Probably because the name is so fun to say, honestly.
I mean, that's fair.
They're terrifying.
they are terrifying.
I like saying chupacabra.
Yeah,
Just
right?
satisfying.
Yeah.
I'm over here like,
What's your favorite cryptid, Pip?
Czechoslovakian
What's your
dogs.
favorite cryptid, Pip? She's like, I don't want to say
I don't
it.
want to answer this question.
You have to.
I would no longer like to be a part
You
of this.
brought us all here. You're the common denominator. What's your favorite cryptid, Pip? If you say Slender Man, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I hope it is Slender
I'm
Man.
gonna hit
I
you.
am gonna.
She's like, I'm gonna get out
She
of
was
the
a
way.
Ravenclaw. She finally turned over. Let's just say Slender Man too, and then we are
and then you can
very
be a
good
Gryffindor.
friends.
You get to be a Gryffindor if
So
your
here's the
favorite
thing.
cryptid is Slender Man.
And you get punched in the face.
You get hit in the face.
Here's the thing.
I'm not really gonna.
I don't believe that Slender Man is
She
a
could take
cryptid. Because
He was created.
of the history of Slender Man, I think Slender Man is more of, you know, like if like a witch were to like create a golem, Slender Man is like a golem. He's something created.
Okay.
Whereas like, you know, like your typical cryptid, they breed. So I wouldn't
Cryptids
call
are almost
Slender
like
Man.
animals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
call Slender Man a cryptid because
There's-
he was created like a golem, not bred like
Yeah.
an animal.
And technically, he was created virtually anyway.
yeah,
he was-
go
it was
listen to our
started
Slender
off-
Man episode. It's
Yeah,
fantastic. I did a
go-
great job.
You did, and then you get to hear me go, no, 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 when I find out that's what we're talking
It's
about.
fantastic.
Except a lot louder and a lot longer than that. Also, fun fact, anytime, if you guys do listen to any episodes, if you hear me go, it's a genuine reaction. We literally never know what the other's going to talk about. Like, if it's like a story kind of thing, like, we never know, which is a lot of fun. And people don't believe me. Like, my father-in-law, he was like, there's no way. You guys have to talk about it. You guys talk every day. Like, you talk all the time. I'm like, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we talk about, like, oh, yeah, I'm excited about my story, but we don't tell each other
Yeah.
what it is.
And I
which is
mean,
a lot of fun.
sometimes like I'll post cryptid stuff on like the Instagram story. Like the episode I'm doing at the end of the month, like I watched a documentary and so I took a picture
Oh.
of my computer.
There's gonna be something like that.
Oh,
isn't it?
it's
Of
a long
course.
one.
Someone's
Y'all,
gonna
we needed this
die.
levity
We did.
for what's gonna come to you in 2 weeks.
Jeez. Thank you guys for
Yeah.
coming on with us. This is a lot of fun.
This was a lot of fun.
I'm glad you guys liked it. We can do
I
it
hope
again.
you're less nervous about coming on and talking about your ghost hunting.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Can we talk about that offline though? Like after
Yeah,
we're
sure.
done? Cool. I'm
Of course.
so intrigued.
I probably won't because I want you to be.
Surprised.
Yeah.
I want to know like specifics, not like moments, but I don't know. In details about how you do it, I think is what I want to ask mostly right now.
That's cool.
I do want to be surprised by things that you've experienced though, for sure, because that's the best part.
If you guys are super excited for Josh to come back and tell us about his own paranormal investigations, make sure you leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and call him out because we'll get him back here, but we're going to need your help.
All right, y'all.
Listen,
If I don't
It's on
get, if there's
you
not
now.
one comment saying I need to come back and talk about this, I'm not doing it.
Oh.
Guys,
help us.
get out there. All right. Well, thank you guys, and thank you guys for
Being pulled
like,
into this
riding
last
along
minute.
with us. Yes.
Absolutely.
We were literally playing arcade games. We're like, hey, you guys want to go record a podcast? But it was a lot of fun. So thank you guys. And we hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the chaos that is Cryptid Roulette, because I want to keep doing that, because it's a lot of fun. Especially now that we need to do countries. That'll be really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be
Be a
good.
good time.
But, all right.
I will
thank
be
you
there for
guys.
that.
You will be there? Awesome. All right. We got to do it now. All right. Well, thank you guys. And in the meantime,
Stay safe out there.
Thanks for watching. Music by Purple Planet. Art by Ruby Congrove. Logo by Catherine Dodds. For more information and our sources, head over to the notsogreatoutdoors.com. For updates and announcements, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter at NSGOPod. Don't forget to subscribe on all of your favorite podcasting platforms.